Hey everybody, Mark Edward Lewis here from Cinema Sound. Today we're going to be doing another video on another amazing plugin that we use in post-production audio all the time from Adobe Audition. This one is the 30-band graphic EQ. Most of the time we, reserve those kinds of things for room EQ or mastering, but in this case we can really use this for some awesome use on dialogue, music, and other things. Let's check it out. All right, we're here in Adobe Audition, and if you've never used Adobe Audition, I encourage you to come to our website, cinemasound.com, and stream our product, Adobe Audition 123. It takes you from the beginning to all the way to being great, having great deliverables and having great efficiency with using Adobe Audition. We've got a piece of music in here, and I'll just play a little bit of it. Let's see, here we go. Pretty easy orchestra dubstep kind of thing. So let's instantiate the 30-band EQ. You can put it on a clip if you'd like by selecting the clip itself and going up to Effects and EQ and like this. But we want to actually put this on an entire track so that everything that's on the track gets the same kind of treatment. So we'll go over here, make sure that track effects are selected, and then we're going to come here to this effects rack and select EQ and the graphic 30-band. There we are. Now you've probably seen one of these if you've been to a concert or have done any kind of room tuning. This represents the lowest frequencies in the human hearing, and this represents the highest frequencies. So as you pull these up and push them down, you get boosting and cutting of all the frequencies. So let's take a listen to what each one of these might sound like, or some of these might sound like. So you get the idea. In fact, because it's 1/3 an octave going up like this, they actually make a little chord. Check it out, see if you can hear it. It's kind of cool. They're very narrow bands. You can actually change the range of this to make them really, really go loud or soft by turning this, and now it's 60 decibels up and 60 decibels down. That's a really loud, that's super loud. Then we have accuracy. You can make them very, very wide, how wide the frequencies are that they're affecting by bringing down this number, or make them really, really narrow by bringing up this number. But be advised that when you do make this 8,000 or even over 1,000, the default, it starts chunking on the CPU quite a bit. And then over here we have our master gain, in case you'd pulled a lot of these things down, and let's put this back to 48. And it just got too quiet or too soft either way. Up here we have, these are presets. Here's some cool things, like here's drums. Does some very subtle contouring of the sound, which is super cool. Here's let's see, take the gong out of the cymbals. That's cool. And let's see, most of these are musical in nature because mainly we use this for music for an easy, contouring that's easy to see and easy to figure out. This is basically a super duper graphic EQ like you'd see in your car that has maybe 1, 2, 3, or well, not 1, but 3, 4, or 5 bands. This has 30 bands, so low frequencies down here. If you're not listening on headphones or good speakers, you're not hearing that. Here's the high frequencies up here. And you got the mid bands, and I'm hitting default to return this back to normal. And all kinds of really detailed facility in between. Let me show you what this looks like from a graph standpoint. We're going to put in underneath the plugin chain the Parametric EQ, which has a nice little built-in frequency spectrum. And we're going to open a plugin from Waves that just creates a bunch of noise. And this is just pink noise, meaning it's the same frequency to our ears from one end of the spectrum to the next. And you can see this boost here represents this boost here. And if we bring it back to 0, that's straight pink noise. Here's the lows. Pretty cool. Here's those mids again. And you can see how narrow this is. That's pretty narrow. Here's another one. Now, it may not be the most efficient way to get a huge high contour frequency kind of thing, because for that you'd want to use Parametric EQ or fast Fourier filter and just do a shelf. But here, if you wanted to really dig down and get some really fast, unique frequencies that you can grab really quickly and get a really intuitive feel for how to do an EQ, the 30-band EQ is really, really useful. If you've watched any of the hundreds of videos that we have on this channel, hopefully you've gotten some value. If so, please subscribe to the Cinema Sound channel and visit us at cinemasound.com. Until then, we'll see you in post.
Even if it's for yourself.